the international language is English. So English empowers. Why do we need to study English? Why is English important? Is it because it's the global language? Well, that's one of the reasons. But another reason is, as an Adventist school, we would like to follow the advice of Ellen G. White. In Counsels to Parents, Teachers, and Students, page 216, she says, in all our schools, special care should be taken to teach the students to use the English language correctly in speaking, reading, and writing. So when did she write this? Long time ago.
Oh.
But this is applicable until now.
Mr. Sihota. Ya, ada ini ya.
I share to you.
Ya.
In
I just
all
confirmed him.
our schools, so TBAA is included. In all our schools,
Taken to teach students.
from kindergarten to
English
graduate
language,
school.
I show you.
Special care. So not just ordinary care, but special care. We should exert our time, effort, and money to achieve this. Special care should be taken to teach the students. Teach the students. Huh? She's very specific in this advice. To use the English language correctly. So we should really study as teachers, and we should teach the students to use English correctly in speaking, reading, and writing. So in all areas, in all the skills. Okay.
But why doesn't Mrs. White doesn't put the listening there?
Listening is part of speaking. Before we speak, we should listen.
So it's included already in speaking.
Yeah. Because listening is something like passive. It's passive. It is active. Yeah. Because we don't do anything when we listen. So speaking, reading, and writing are active. And actually, in today's study of English, we emphasize that listening is not really, it has not been given attention. It has been neglected. Actually, that's the first skill that we should learn. That's why God gave us one mouth only, but 2 ears. So we should listen more and talk less. And if you notice, for babies, they did not attend a school, a formal education, but how do they learn how to speak? It's because of listening. They listen first. So when they learn to speak, it's correct already, correct grammar. The native language. Okay. Then in page 216 also, she says, voice culture should be taught in the reading class. And in other classes, the teachers should insist that the students speak distinctly. So, students should be taught not only how to read, but also how to project their voices properly. And it should be pleasant to the ears. And in other classes, so it means that only in the English class. Okay? In other classes, the teachers should insist that the students speak distinctly. So in science, in math, in PE, in all classes, students should speak English distinctly. Next, in page 218, she says, to spell correctly, to write a clear, fair hand, and to keep accounts are necessary accomplishments. Still emphasizing the importance of the English language. It's very important to spell correctly. Wrong spelling. Okay, why do you need to use English? There are several reasons. Number one, English is the most common foreign language. So you can see here the countries in which English is their first language.
Including India,
Yeah. I included Philippines, but Philippines, English is only a second language. But here in Indonesia, English is a foreign language.
Yeah.
So that's why we need
That's why
to
it's too far.
exert more effort to help our students to be
Foreign
able to
language.
use English. So Canada, USA, Ireland, South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, India, and the United Kingdom. Why learning English is important? Number one, English is essential to the field of education. Especially now, everything can be downloaded on the internet. Everything is available on the net. But the language of the internet is English. So we need to learn how to use English because it's the language in education. Number two, the English language gives students access to information and research. Almost all of the information are available in English. So the students should understand English so that they will understand all of this information and research that is available on the net. Number three, speaking English will help you communicate with people from countries all over the world, not just English-speaking ones. So, how come? For me, especially, I cannot speak Bahasa, but how come you can understand me? It's because of English. That's the language that connects us. Number four, people who speak English have more job opportunities. You can emphasize this to your students, especially to the high school students. They will have more job opportunities if they know English. Number five, English skills will help you in any business venture you choose to follow. So like what Sir Tef John explained about the YouTube. It's a business opportunity for us. But we cannot explore more if we don't know English. So we better learn English. Number six, being able to speak English makes it easier to travel. So as teachers, we also need to have recreation to travel. And it's possible if we use English. Now, there are tools and tips to self-study English effectively. So, as teachers, we don't intend to attend formal classes to learn English, but we need to study more. And how can we learn English? By self-study. And these are the tools and tips to self-study English. Number one, read and study the English Bible every day. Agree. So,
we shared it already,
we can still use the Al-Kitab, but make sure that every day we read and study the English Bible.
Yeah, but I don't like also because it's make confusing the brain.
Use the first.
So after reading and studying the English Bible, you read the Bahasa.
So use
It's only for your English.
They take
There are
time.
a lot of versions of
Because
the
sometimes I
Bible.
read in the
Use the New International Version.
Yeah.
That's easier
Yeah.
than King James.
The one that is easier now is the New Living Translation.
New Living or New
And
International
LT.
Version.
sometimes it's basic daily English. I read it just like that.
Do not
But
use
sir,
King James Version.
King James not
It's
yet.
one of the
Make
tips.
tired, you know.
It's one of the tips to self-study English. You don't need to attend school. You don't need to pay high fees to, what's that in Talapagading?
Wall Street
Whispers,
English.
Wall Street English. I'm sure it's very expensive.
Ah,
No, but just
Just read
read the English Bible and you don't need to pay a teacher.
You know, I have a student. He's good in English. Where did you learn English? The Bible.
Yeah.
He said just read the Bible and then try to connect what, and then he can
read
speak.
and hear, listening also.
Here, sir. Wait. Above all other books, the Word of God must be our study. The great textbook, the basis of all education. That's the best textbook in English. Actually, in all subject areas.
The Holy Spirit will help you, sir.
That's the best.
That's
Don't worry.
Okay, sir. This is an example. Psalm 23. Masmur. Yeah. See, if you read this, so you will learn spelling, correct spelling. You will learn how to construct sentences in English. You will learn, especially, you will be spiritually filled.
Amen.
As you study English, you will grow spiritually. Okay? And don't worry, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He will guide you.
We will memorize in Bahasa.
Memorize in
So,
English now.
memorize in English. Okay. Number 2, listen to audio Bible every day. So as you read also, you listen to the audio Bible. For example, you have the printed, or you have 2 cell phones, handphones. One, you will use in reading. As you read, you listen also to the Bible, to the audio Bible. So,
What is your recommendations?
yeah.
Audio Bible, Bible.com,
A lot now,
the
sir.
sources. Yeah.
So if you will use the NIV, you must have also the application of the NIV audio. So the same words, what you listen to, the same what you are reading. Okay? So your learning will be faster. So you do this every day.
Every day.
Every day. Yeah, spend
5 minutes.
How many?
5 minutes or the
5
longer,
minutes?
the better.
5 minutes only.
5 minutes, yeah?
As
You can stand.
If you have your morning devotion, so use English. Use the English Bible and read English devotional book. Number 3, memorize passages from the Bible. You said you memorized Masmur 23. You also memorize Psalm 23. Memorize.
Mangafal.
And if you don't know the pronunciation, so you use the audio Bible to teach you the correct pronunciation. Okay?
To the students also, can we apply it?
Yeah.
Want
Everyone.
to change their Bible.
Everyone. Okay? In the Bible class, you use the Bible, the English Bible, not the Al-Kitab. Of course, you can also use the Al-Kitab if they don't understand, but begin with the English Bible. Until time will come that they don't need the Al-Kitab. They will understand everything in English. Number 4, learn English songs and sing along with them to improve fluency and intonation. So all the songs should be in English. Okay?
No more
And
bahasa
the
songs.
teachers first should be the teacher should be the first ones to do this. Learn English songs. Number 5, watch English videos about your interests. Maybe you like cooking, you like gardening. There are so many materials on YouTube. So if you can do it also every day, do it. Watch English videos. Okay? And then try to, like what you suggested, make videos and use English in your presentation. Practice first, practice, because practice makes perfect. And then you can use English effectively. Number 6, test your grammar with online English quizzes. From time to time, you test yourself. Do I understand this? Do I understand the rules?
What is the recommendation website?
Oh, there are so
A
many.
lot.
You just choose. There's a lot of materials. Free.
Free.
Yeah.
Like TOEFL, something like that.
Number 7, watch short religious English films. Okay, I'm very specific religious, like he knows my name. Not just any film, because many films are, especially from Hollywood, full of violence, bad words, sex. Not good for us. Not good for Christians. Not good for Adventists. So watch religious English films. Short only, so that you will not be bored. And if you can find short religious films with